All right, so let's have a look at this set. So there's a numerical machine which accepts two values, x and y, and then it updates these values as x becomes x into y, and y becomes y plus 1 in every step. And this machine keeps on doing this till the value of x becomes equal to or greater than n. So of course, we have to input the values of x, y, and n that will decide the final values of x, y, and up to this which point the machine will run. So let's have a look at the questions. It's quite a simple one, but there's one small point which has to be considered by solving this question. So the first point, the question says x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2 and n is equal to 100. Then how many steps are performed before the machine stops? So first step will be x will become x into y. So x will become 6 and y will become 3. Second, now after this, what will machine do? It will check the value of x. If it is greater than or equal to n, no, then machine will continue to run. So x will become 18 and y will become 4. Again, it is lesser than 100. Again, it will continue. So x will become 72 and y will become 5. Now again, the value of x is lesser than 100. So it will continue for one more round. So x will become 360 and y will become 6. And at this point of time, when x will be checked with n, we will find out that x has exceeded the value of n. So machine will stop at this point of time. So the number of steps performed here are 4. Now the second question, in the previous question, what is the final value of x? We can find out the final value of x to be 360. In the same question, the final value of y, we can get it 6. Now if the value of n is changed to 500, what should be the final value of x? So if n is 500 and if n becomes 500, again the value of x is lesser than n, so it will run for one more round. So x will become 360 into 6, that will be 2160, and y will become 7. And again the machine will check the value of x, it exceeded n, so it will stop at this point of time. So the final value of x in this case will be 2160. Now the next question, it says if x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, what should be the minimum value of n such that the final value of y is 7? All right, so if we start running it, we have to stop the machine at y equals to 7. The first step will be x will become x into y, that is 6, and y will become 4. Second step will be x will become 6 into 4, 24, and y will become 5. Third step will be x will become 24 into 5, that is 120, and y will become 6. Now, in order to reach out to y as 7, we need to have a value of n which should be, of course, greater than 120, because if n is 120, then the value of x will be equal to n and machine will stop. If n is greater than x, then only machine will run. So the minimum value, if we have to find out to ensure y becomes 7, that means n should be greater than 120, and the next value of n after 120 is 121. So the correct answer to this question will be 121. In this case, x will become 720 and y will become 7. But since in the options 121 is not given and we have to find out the minimum value, so we can just look at the value which is minimum and more than 121 or equal to 121, which is 300. So the correct answer to this question will be 300. A lot of people get confused in this question and mark it as 720, but basically 720 is the maximum value of n for which y is 7. It's not the minimum.